Hello, everyone. Thanks for clicking on today's video. My name is Sissy, and I love arts and crafts and sharing my silly thoughts on random things. In regards to today's background video, I have attempted knitting socks before, but I don't do it often. When I first attempted socks, I was young, naive, optimistic. Then I discovered turning the heel and size 1 needles and stretchy yarn, and yeah, I don't know why I'm trying again. I actually was successful in the past, but I do always struggle with sizing. Even today, after the countless clothing items I've knitted, I have to be very careful because I knit very tight and my gauge is always a struggle. Yeah. Anyway, I like to punish myself, so here I am making socks again. This beautiful drops design pattern called Autumn Glow, isn't that so pretty? Pattern number 131-44 really stood out to me. You may notice that this is the same yarn that I used for the cranberry mittens, which technically isn't the right yarn for socks. Usually, sock yarn is fairly elastic for obvious reasons and is very thin so that the socks aren't bulky. As a result, the needles are teeny tiny too. I have sock yarn and I have sock sized needles. Did I use either? No. From my last video, you'll know that I want to use up this yarn. It's a lovely yarn too. Reminds me of a delicious autumn feast. And I figured I could go with larger needles and make those nice, cozy, chunky slipper socks you can wear around the house. I love those. I also love intricate lace patterns in knitting. And although this isn't a difficult pattern per se, it looks complex and I love that. Hopefully, this pair of socks won't be the absolute bane of my existence, so let's find out together, and you should be able to see a completion video of them on my Instagram. Today's topic is about holiday decorations and the age old question, when is it acceptable to decorate? For today's topic, I begin with a question. What is your opinion on when to decorate for different holidays? I ask because I live in an area in the country where, I kid you not, it is perfectly acceptable. In fact, it is encouraged to put up Christmas decorations beginning November 1st. My husband and I take early morning walks in our huge neighborhood every morning. On October 31st of this year, there were awesome Halloween decorations everywhere, and most of the homes in the neighborhood were elaborately decorated. We then got up early on November 1st to go take our usual walk, and as we were strolling along, I see this house a few hundred feet or so in front of us, and I remarked to my husband that it sure looks like Christmas lights. He agreed, and as we got closer, sure enough, there were Christmas decorations all over the front lawn, from a blow up Santa to snowmen and giant Christmas lights planted in the ground. I honestly don't even know how they had time to do a changeover unless it was overnight. We were taking our walk at 7 o'clock in the morning, just as the sun was coming up. Later that evening, as the sun was beginning to set, I look out the window and I count 4 homes across from me with their twinkling trees peeking out. Now, I am not complaining. In fact, I will proudly admit that I am part of the very early Christmas decoration crowd. Yes, my tree went up just a few days after this occurrence, and I am not ashamed to say it. For the last couple of years, well, ever since we moved into our house, my husband and I have hosted both Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's just more convenient for everyone this way, and I like to cook, and my husband likes to host. It works for us in the family. Certain family members, however, do get upset that our tree is up at Thanksgiving and they feel like I am quote unquote forgetting about Thanksgiving. I don't forget. I keep my fall decor up as well, and I always make sure that the Thanksgiving table looks like Thanksgiving. Here is a picture of my dining room table to prove it. Yes, the tree is in the corner of the living room, but we don't turn the lights on yet. We don't put any gifts on the tree yet, and we make sure that the house still smells like pumpkins at this time. I also think it's funny that Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas are the decorations of contention every year, and I don't think it's just my family. Yes, all of these holidays come in succession, and I admit, once the middle of September hits, I always feel like the rest of the year absolutely flies by, and then all of a sudden it's like February again or something. However, it seems like the decor for every holiday does seem to come earlier and earlier. Just last year, I kid you not, I had to do some shopping after Christmas and I saw Easter decorations already in the store before New Year's. Now, as someone who has worked in retail, I know it is extremely common to, at the very least, get stock for fall and winter holidays in the summertime. When I worked in retail, we would receive our Christmas stock and even had meetings discussing how we would set up the floor and what sales and products were being promoted in July. It was common, and I wouldn't be surprised if other companies did the same. I wonder if that's where Christmas in July came from. I wouldn't be surprised. Did you know the retail world has affected a lot of things in like society and commerce and all that? Ooh, that would be an interesting to discuss someday. Anyway, sorry to be distracted. I feel like this video is just my thinking of other topics. Regardless of what you celebrate, if you celebrate anything, as I do know that Thanksgiving can be controversial, but for my family, it's a way for us all to get together, reminisce, and then remember why we only get together once or twice a year. If only. My family is far too close for that. Out of curiosity, I thought it would be fun to look up what certain people out there say about when one should decorate, which at the end of the day is so silly because each person can decorate however and whenever the heck they want. You want to leave your tree up all year? Fine by me. St. Patrick's is still celebrating in August? Who cares? My research has shown that people tend to be happier the earlier the decorations go up. According to HouseDigest.com, psychologists have found that, quote, Christmas decorations create feelings of joy and can modify hormones in your body, unquote. Although every site I came across had their own opinions and polls on when to decorate for Christmas, it seems that a fair consensus is to decorate the day after Thanksgiving, which really does make sense. In the state I grew up, it was very common to decorate the day after Thanksgiving. You'd get up before dawn, wait in line to get some early morning shopping done on Black Friday, then come home, have leftover Thanksgiving food in the form of cold turkey sandwiches with the sides either on the sandwich or on the side, and decorate for Christmas. I enjoyed those times too because I have fond memories of my family decorating for Christmas after Thanksgiving. Not the shopping part though, never have been a fan of crowds of any size, and I do not care for Black Friday. I can get behind Cyber Monday though because I can shop from the comfort of my own couch. I do have to say though, I did come across an article from veranda.com that said that 20% of the people they surveyed did decorate as early as November 1st. Isn't that how it works, finding research that backs up your claim to make it more convincing? I found an article from myhomeyourhome.com that listed when to decorate one's home for all major holidays. Did you know it is appropriate to decorate for Valentine's Day on the last week of January and be sure to take down your decorations in the week after Valentine's Day? I did not know that. I say to each his own and decorate whenever. My husband likes to be in charge of decorating at his office, and he often shares that his coworkers, though there is always one Grinch at any given time of year, seem to be delighted with the decor for any holiday. So, again, regardless of what you celebrate, if you celebrate, I'd love to know what your opinion is on decorating. Does it bother you? Do you even care? I also feel like it kind of depends on where you live. I might have mentioned it already, but I happen to live in an area where it's like an unspoken competition for almost every holiday to be the best dressed house in the neighborhood. I truly did not know that there were so many decorations out there for St. Patrick's Day. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you so much for listening. Please like and subscribe. Have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you again soon.